Hi everybody, welcome back to Diamond Painting with Eskies. Sorry about the video on top of Alive. Fluffer's just being feisty. But I asked my son to go check the mail and he was like waiting, and I'm going, okay, if the mail carrier delivered the package to the door, then they already dropped off the mail. So, the reason I can't let Sara unbox this is that there's no way that her boyfriend will let her take the time to come in and do an unboxing. So I'm going to go ahead and open a package that was sent by Rachel Rae for her, and then I will tape it up so she can enjoy the gift part of it, because she doesn't watch my channel. So, we have a package from Rachel for my daughter, Sara. Ouch. No. 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 Sorry. 5-year-old. I told him to go lay down for a nap, and he's being difficult, to say the least. So, anyway. Sorry about that. If the barking starts again, I'm really sorry. Spooky had gotten under my bed, and Spirit is sitting right here next to it, and Spooky started growling at him. Not nice, but I had to pause and send Spooky to his room. Okay, so anyway, Sara won't get to unbag this and unbox it on video because her boyfriend is the most impatient human being ever. So I'm going to open it so you guys can see what Rachel sent to my daughter. And then I will tape it back up for her so that she can have the enjoyment of opening it. Oh, she's going to love that note, Rachel. She is. I really don't want to open it because of the sticker. So I'm going to tell you what's in here because I already know. But what Rachel did, I didn't realize she packed it so pretty for Sara. So I'm not going to undo the paper. What she sent was a white one of these for my daughter, Sara. And mine's pretty sturdy, Rachel. I've not had any problems. But she sent her one of those, and I thought maybe I could show you all. But if I do that, then Sara won't get all the pretty wrapping, and I refuse to take that away from her. She's had a lot going on lately, and she deserves to enjoy that from my friend. But I will tape the bag shut for her to enjoy, because she needs that right now. She needs to smile. She really, really does. So I will fix that up for her. In the meantime, what I figured we would do is put this back in place because, well, Spooky Doo is being super extra today. And I had a piece of chicken. I had to stop and get something in my stomach. I was getting very nauseous. So, yeah. Had to do that. But I figured we'd work a little bit on Revealing Woman. I know some of you were on my live this morning and saw it. That's with the cover on it, and it's almost done. But the very cool fine tip pen came from Farina. Look at that. Super sparkle. It's gorgeous. But I want to do a little bit of work on this today. And then get back to some more on Wanderer. Because pretty soon, I'm not going to be able to touch my DACs for a little while. As I explained on my live, when my custom arrives, probably next month, everything will stop until I have it done, because seeing my babies is super beyond important to me. I miss them so bad. And I've become super spoiled by Kelly Head's tray. This is my friend. And so we're going to see how it does with squares today. And I'm sure, as well as it works with rounds, it will work great with squares too. So, alright. Now I know what color I'm looking for, which helps. Tends to, right? Let's get some of these on there. There's not a whole lot left to go, and the woman herself is done. So I'm down to background on this. And then it'll be finished. Which is awesome, because then my son can have it up in his room. Or in the dining room. He hasn't decided which. He really loves this piece. It's a piece of artwork. traditional artwork, and he really likes it. But, so we're going to use this and my multi-placer, which I need to grab. At least one of them. I guess we're going to use the big one today. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. So we had a fun live today, and a couple of things happened on the live that struck me a little strangely. I have never had someone come on, and I know that it was not meant in any harm whatsoever, so I'm not upset if you see this, sweetheart. I'm not upset at all. And discuss politics. Started to. Didn't go into it too much, but started to. Folks, there are a couple of things I do not discuss, and I certainly will not discuss on my channel. Politics and religion. At the end of every video, I let you all know that I am praying for you and that I'm sending you good thoughts, because that's how I feel. But I don't discuss religion because that is, to me, a very disrespectful thing to do. And the same with politics. I think it is very disrespectful to you and to me if we discuss politics on my channel, because our opinions vary and it could cause discomfort or a rift of some sort. And I just simply do not want that to happen. We're all friends. We all care about each other. And I want it to remain that way. And those are two subjects that quickly sever friendships. So I just don't want that to happen, guys, please. So I'm not scolding, but I am asking, can we please not bring those subjects up on my live streams? I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm sure that most of you would also appreciate that. We all have our opinions, and I just think it's best if we don't bring them into our diamond painting. You know, it just can, you can cause hurt feelings, and that is the last thing I want to do, is hurt somebody's feelings unnecessarily. So let's please not do that, okay? But I literally am not upset with the person who did. She did not know that that is how I felt. I had never talked about it on my channel, that that's how I feel. So, no harm, no foul. You know? You can't expect people to know if you haven't told them. So that's why I'm letting you know. This thing is really actually awesome. Queenie, you were right. I know a lot of people are not into this style of pen, and it's actually designed for nail art. But with these squares especially, it's nice because it's picking them up on the very edge. Good, you can tell. And that's making it actually easier for me to see where they go as I'm getting into tight spaces with the diamonds. I think in open areas, my unicorn is great. It's perfect. But for these tight spaces, this is really a little easier to get them in. And it's really sturdy because it's stainless steel. So if you push, you're okay. Oh, so we started out with a nice cold day with a little bit of rain. And as per Phoenix normal weather, the sun burned off our clouds and it's getting hot. So I will be changing into shorts very soon. And I tried to sing for you guys this morning, but as you can tell, my voice from not singing for so long is sort of screaming at me that I need to not do this every day at first. And even when I was singing professionally, I did not sing every day. I took days off to rest my vocal cords, because otherwise you can damage them and end up with nodules that need to be removed by laser. And for me, that's not an option with no health insurance. So, just not going to work. So, that's where that is. If I go live tonight, I will not be singing because my throat hurts. It's scratchy and sore now. And part of it's because I'm doing it in the mornings when I shouldn't be. I should be waiting. But when you guys are so sweet that you're asking me to sing, then I want to sing for you because you're asking. And it makes me feel good that you're enjoying it. And I really hope that it makes you guys feel good that I'm willing to stop whatever I'm doing for the most part and sing for you. Because that's what's happening. I'm just kind of like dropping my morning routine and jumping in. And I don't mind. But it takes almost a full pot of coffee before I'm awake. Much less awake enough to remember lyrics. It's kind of crazy. I'm getting old, folks. I'm getting old. It's just the way it is. But what I'm doing today, instead of having to speak so loudly because my throat is hurting, ooh, there's a hole in that one, is my son got me some very nice wireless headphones. Wireless earbuds, and I never had a pair of wireless ones, and he didn't even know that I really wanted a pair of wireless ones. And mine got broken. Well, that bad diamond went flying. I'm sure I'll find it later. And then I'll put it in my trash container. But he didn't even know that I wanted wireless ones, and he spotted them and decided that they were nicer. And that's what he would bring home for me. And I was like, okay, you're off the hook from others now. That's perfect. It's awesome for me. Because I can listen to my music and not be attached by a cord that the puppies then get tangled up in when they're trying to love on me. And what ends up happening is it yanks it out of my ears, and oh my goodness, that hurts so badly. But I have such tiny ear canals that I was on Ginger's live stream this morning changing the rubber fitting, this piece at the end here, to the smaller one because, yeah, it was bruising my ears. That hurt. Let me tell you, it hurt. Don't want to do that again. Now a multi-placer would be very, very nice. So, we'll go that route. And I'm guessing my 4-placer, which is my favorite multi-placer, is somewhere in my bed. Because I was showing it to somebody today, and now I don't see it anywhere. Now, I got one from this company that's a 9-placer. I have 9 on this one, and you can see there's actually room for a 10th one. But I think it would be a really tight squeeze. So, we will avoid the tight squeeze. And I'm trying not to be in your view of what I'm doing, but I'm sure I am. So, yeah. But I love doing the lives, and I love doing whip and chats. Because then I can talk and not sit and watch the live stream constantly. Because when I have a live, I really don't get anything else done. Because I don't want to miss people's comments. And I'm sorry, I'm sure I missed a lot of comments today. I feel so bad for that. Because I can't stand it when I make a comment and or 2 or 3 and get ignored by the host. Or because the host doesn't see me. That's kind of hard. Especially when I first came into this community, I felt like, well, I'm new and great, nobody's talking to me. But now that I've done some lives, I understand what it is. It's so many people conversing at one time, and that chat starts flying. Especially during the DP-a-thons. They get going really quick. And it's virtually impossible to keep up with every single comment as it comes in. So, if I did miss anyone, I'm very sorry. It certainly was not intentional. I'm not upset with anybody or angry with anybody. I'm just not. It takes a lot to get me to that point. A lot. Once you do, it's not going to be pretty, but I have a super long fuse. Unlike when I was young. I had a short fuse then, but when my temper would fly, it wasn't as severe as it is if you get me to that point now. I think it's because I just let things build up. And I know I shouldn't, but I don't like to be mean. I really, really don't. So, that's just me, though. I don't like to be mean to anybody if I can avoid it. It's just not in my nature. And I hate having to tell my grandson to stop and go away, but when I tell him to lay down for a nap and he keeps getting up and not listening, that's not okay. And he needs to know that I'm not kidding. That what I say is law. It's just what it is. Even my daughter, even when she's around, she tells him, I'm your mom, but that's my mom, and if she says something, you gotta listen to her over me. And I'm like, no, you got that backwards, Piglet. You're his mother. I'm just his grandparent. I'm trying the other end now, too, just for giggles. To see how it does. It picks up the diamonds nicely. I would not advise pushing down on it into the spot, or it's going to tear into that hard wax. And yeah, you can buy refills for it, but they're not real cheap. Let's put it that way. I priced them. They are not cheap. But Karina, I like this pen. This works well for me with the squares. It really, really does. Thank you very much. Now I just got to learn how to use it to turn the diamonds. I can't wait to get good tweezers. That's going to make some of that easier. So, poor Dusty is so worn out from kids for, I think it was 5 days again. And she tried to leave them another day. And it was like, wow, these kids are supposed to be in school. And he got very frustrated about it. I was frustrated just because, as a mom, I would never have allowed my kids to skip school, much less would I have put them in a position where they had to miss school because I was too lazy to go get them. That just would never happen. So he's pretty aggravated with his ex. And I can't blame him. I just can't. You know, he's a good dad, and he loves his children very, very much. But I think now he feels like he can't bring them over for the summer because of that. And that's, on mine and Nick's side, that is not the case. We don't mind having them here. But 5 days is a long stay. Especially when, you know, we're not used to having kids around constantly. And it's more me than it is Nick. It really is. He loves the kids. He loves having them around. And I love them. But I have a limit to how much time I can handle before I'm like, okay, we're done. We're done. You need to go away. Because they constantly want to hang out in here. I'm like, guys, I have things to do. Particularly the girls. Doug is just kind of, he does his own thing. He's 14. What do we expect, right? But he's an eating machine. My goodness. I had forgotten teenage boys. Whew, it's nonstop. But I love the kids. Valerie lost her chance to get a Diamond Art Club because of her behavior. There is no way, and I've already discussed this with Alexis, after what she pulled during the last not the last day, she stayed with her dad pretty much on that last day, but on her third and fourth days here, the way she was acting, nope, no DAC, kiddo, sorry. You know, to me, DAC is a huge treat, because it's expensive, and it's very nice quality, and I really wanted to be able to let her have it. But when you're 11, and you're going to act like you can do whatever you want, and you're just going to get what you want anyway, nope, doesn't work with me. Not even a little. So, yeah, she blew her chances at a DAC at this point. You know, if her mother wants to spend the money, that's fine. I'll tell her how. I'm good with that. But it's not going to come from my friends that are kind enough to send stuff, and then she's going to act like a jerk. That's just, it's not going to happen. I don't do the crying fits out of the 5-year-old. I certainly will not do a tantrum and crying fit from an 11-year-old. I just won't. And I know there's a reason behind it with how her life is with her mother. I do. I understand that. But nope. No flipping way am I going to condone that behavior in any way. Much less reward that behavior. That's just not the way I was raised. And I'm going to stick to what I believe is right. Beyond the shadow of a doubt. And, you know, I was never the kid that argued and fought with my parents. No. No, thank you. Especially with the woman who initially adopted me. I wouldn't dare. And with my dad, I didn't, because the idea of disappointing my dad just was heart-wrenching for me. I couldn't do that. I loved him and I wanted him to be very proud of me. So, I just can't. That's me. So, I guess I need to make this a very short video because Dusty is sounding off. And as usual, does not keep his voice down. He wants to scream and yell every time he's on a phone conversation. And his language is not what I find appropriate for my channel. So, that's just not going to happen. So, I'm really sorry this is so short, everybody. But my thoughts and prayers are with all of you, as always. And I hope that you have a great day. God bless you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.